And there we go. And we're live once more. And it's Tuesday. Tuesday, yes. Just coming back from a 4-day week, and everything is confused after a 4-day weekend. Had to think quite hard about it being Tuesday. Hello, Choking on Ashes and Chris. And thank you, Chris. Although it's not as noticeable. I did actually get a little bit of a haircut today, but I got the new glasses. Went for a radical change. I often go for subtle changes with the glasses, and there have been some quite different ones over the years. But these were a new option. What was really funny is the people in the shop seemed quite excited that I was getting them. They're like, I love those. I'm glad someone's getting them. Abigail didn't sleep last night, got an hour of sleep in the plane, stayed awake just to say hello. Yes, it is. Look, that's the thing. Like when I saw them, I went, dare I? And I sent a pic to Mrs. Angry and said, is this too much? And she said, no, they look really good. Get those. And so I did. And yes, because they are a look, they're going to get reactions, I'm sure. But if that fucking stove is singing the song of its people. And is, even if you guys can't hear it, it's going to annoy the shit out of me. So I'm just going to go over here for a second. Hit the button. So shut the fuck up. Swear at an inanimate object, a stove. Thanks, Illumi. It's a bold look. That's the thing. It was actually a bold look and a departure. These are all good words. Yes. Yes. These with a good suit and tie. And just being vain for a moment. Also, I think I'm going to like them more when I lose about another 20 kilos. The end goal is to lose about another 30, but 20 will be a big milestone. So yes, then I'll be really in a mood to dress up. And again, yeah, I know the whole thing with weight and body image is a very sensitive thing, but that's what I want. Abigail, thank you so much for staying awake to saying hello. And now it's good night. You must asleep, definitely. And I have to admit, all the clothes ads I get on Facebook, there's a couple, and these are casual things, but there's a couple that have caught my eye, and quite looking forward. I think I want to, well, I suppose I could buy them now, and, the goal is to fit them. Maybe I'll do that. Might do that. I might order them before I forget which ones I want. And then it's a goal to fit into them, which I'm quite confident of because having gone through the weight loss thing before, the one thing I know is I'm going to have a different mindset to not put it all back on again, because this will be the third time I've realized, I've been a lazy, self-indulgent bastard and I've put on way too much weight and I need to lose some. And I shall get back to a better weight, particularly now, not to put too fine a point on it, as the years progress, the excess weight puts unnecessary additional strain on my knees, which are already complaining. So there are a number of reasons that I want to lose some weight. So, Limi, you're more comfortable with yourself. Low dose teas clearly showing a few people comment. You just need your anxiety about other things to stop. We all have things we need our anxiety to stop on, whether it's low key or high key. If I see friends online posting ADHD stuff, I'm just like, shut up. It's not me. Why are you posting stuff about me? Stop it. I don't have either anxiety or ADHD to a debilitating state. I can just empathize really well. I can empathize really well with people who have quite severe issues of those things. Oh yeah, no, choking on ashes anxiety is weird. Like, what's the worst I get? It's like with a lot of physical exertion, you're breathing really hard. You see the thing where you can't quite catch your breath, and these thoughts will start to get into my head about what if you never catch your breath again? What if you fucked up? What if this is it? And of course, that doesn't last long because it doesn't take that long to get your breath back. But I do these. I have these. Rather intrusive thoughts of Jesus, what if you never get your breath back? What if you can never breathe? Obviously, what if you're going to die? What if this means you're going to die? And there's this real conscious effort of I'm not going to die. I am going to get my breath back. But and also I have real bad imposter syndrome, always expecting people to call me a fraud and a fake, and a lot of that fits in with patterns of people who talk about ADHD. Yeah, I empathize a lot. Catherine, hello. Silly, you were diagnosed generalized anxiety. Highly suspect you're on the autistic spectrum, so hoping to make time to get tested this year. Yeah, you wouldn't be alone in that, would you? Oh. But yes, we the angry bunch, or also the atypical bunch, as in neuroatypicals, many of us. So it's a badge to wear with pride. I am getting used to this shape. Also, if I lose a bit of weight, maybe my head's going to be less fat, and the glasses will be a little bit. I feel like just a teeny bit tight on my head. I think if I lose a bit of weight, they'll press less on my head. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see. Well, I'm doing tastings tonight because I got a delivery from Costco. They had a bunch of stuff on special. There was like two things I wanted, and then there was a bunch of other things on special. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to buy the other stuff just to make it worth it for the postage. Silly me, bad at understanding text communication. Oh, look, everyone's bad at understanding text communication tone, especially with new people. Message guy on Sunday night, being upfront, hopefully might see him in the next couple of weeks. Nice. Catherine, you had a bad imposter syndrome today. Went to a theatre company ensemble audition. You felt so underqualified. I'm glad you went there, Catherine. I'm glad you went there. I think you're absolutely up for it. This is just my fruit juice and lemonade, but I am going to do some tastings. This is Tasmanian Gin, 40 spotted. Gin's named after Tasmania's rarest bird, the 40 spotted parodique, an endemic creature that is unique as our gin, best paired with warm nights and fine friends. So I'm going to have this 40 spotted citrus gin. This is a modern Tasmanian gin inspired by our island home. 40 spotted Australian citrus is distilled in small batches to southern Tasmania and crafted to bring together through traditional flavours of juniper with the sweet aromatic influence of Australian citrus and the fresh complexity of Tasmanian Oyster Bay pine. So that's an Australian gin I'm going to try. Wow, Catherine, you've never done an open audition before, and you're glad you did. I'm glad you did too. Safa, good evening to you. Also from Tasmania, some Lark Whiskey. Their Symphony No. 1. This is apparently like their entry-level whiskey. That Lark whiskies are really expensive, and this is about their cheapest one. So, still got a seal on it. I'm going to take that off. Taste it in a bit. All the packaging today. I don't know if anyone else has ever ordered bottled things through the internet to have them delivered, but they have this neat thing they do now. They put it in this plastic thing. It's not bubble wrap. It's obviously pump it full of air, and then you can seal it. And so the bottle's in this neat plastic thing that has all these air cushions on it that keep it safe. And a lot of the bottles I've had delivered over the last year had that packaging. But this stuff from Costco, it's like they blew it up extra hard, and it wasn't actually possible to get the bottles out without popping the packaging. I'd never had that problem before. When I got stuff from other people, I was able to take the bottle out of the packaging. The packaging is kind of fun. At some point, like I get some of that, I want to test it. Like I'm going to take an empty bottle, like to the top of a car park I know, and put it in this packaging and throw it off like 6 stories up and see if it survives the fall to the ground. I think that would make a funny video. So yes, so I've got Tasmanian gin, Tasmanian whiskey, and this little beauty, XO cognac from Costco, the actual Kirkland brand. So what's interesting, this is French cognac because you can only call a drink cognac if it comes from the cognac region of France. It's one of those things like champagne. So what Costco do, and Aldi do this too, they go to high-end distilleries and say, we're going to buy a fuck ton of your spirit. And the distillery goes, cool, because that gives us financial stability, but you're never allowed to tell people where you got it from because it would take the sheen off our prestige brands. And the shops go, yeah, cool, I understand. It's our little secret. So this is just labels like Kirkland's Signature XO Fine Cognac, full-bodied with aroma of oak, vanilla, and dried fruit. Flavors of honey, chocolate, and almond on the palate lead to a smooth finish. Aged 12 to 21 years. So for, I think XO, which means extra old, has to be more than 10 years, possibly more than 12 years. And there's probably a blend in here. So that's why they're saying age 12 to 21 years. It's not that they forget how long they've had it. This would actually be a blend of cognacs and from 12 to 21 years old in French oak barrels. Well-balanced cognacs at the peak of maturation. Enjoy neat on ice or in your favorite cocktail. I've never had extra old cognac before. So I'm actually going to compare that to just the bog standard brandy I have, because cognac is just a brandy. Raiders, g'day, g'day, g'day. So what's up, Shieldsy? Your video subs are all live at the same time. I look like Harry Potter's granddad. Oh, I get what you mean. Not literally, because there wasn't a character that's Harry Potter's granddad. Yes, just the Harry Potter glasses. Yes, no, I get it. I got that reference. Annette, thank you. I just got these today. Got the opportunity to go into the city and get a haircut, which is a bit less obvious than the glasses, but there's more grey in my hair now because more of the hair that still had dye is gone. And the curls are gone. If you remember how long I could pull it out before. Didn't get it cut short. And in fact, the guy who does my hair reckons, no, growing it long, that's a great idea. Do that. But he's, I want it to be healthy. So it's all thin at the end. So he's cutting all the bits that were thinning and, got to go for touch-ups. Safa, these are distance glasses, not reading glasses. I don't need glasses to read this because I just hold it here and it's like, oh, Kirkland signature, XO fine, cognacs, full. And see, that's really quite small text. Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operating machinery, may cause health problems. So, yeah, so for reading, so these are multifocal. So the bottom bit of them is like not prescription. It's actually just glass. My itchy eyes. But yeah, stuff over the other side of the room is blurry. And I put these on and it's clear. I can read that box says Cadbury Bourneville Cocoa. I mean, I actually knew what it said. I just couldn't actually see it. There we go. Raiders, the city looked kind of normal. There was a lot of people around. Yeah, I had a burger for lunch in the city. Haven't done that for a while. That was fun. Oh, no, Annette. Danzy's telling you bought something from Brookies. Whoops. Something good, though, if it's from Brookies. Safa, not real keen on laser eye surgery. I don't mind glasses, basically. Glasses are okay. I think no, it's not slipping. It just slips a little bit on my eyes. I don't have any more booze on order. I also don't have any more shelves. I'm going to have to do a bit of shelf rearranging to fit this stuff on shelves. Not a lot. It's only 3 bottles. I just smoosh some stuff around and do that. No, I don't have any more booze on order, and I'm sort of not in a rush to get any more booze. I do have an ice machine coming. It's with Australia Post at the moment. And it's come from China, and I thought it would never arrive, but I can actually track it on the Australia Post website now. And it's at a distribution centre in Melbourne and is meant to arrive this week, like in the next day or so. And it's supposed to make completely clear ice. No, I've gone on about this before, but I was so worried this was a scam because it was so cheap. It was less than $40. And the idea of something that just made clear ice, like it's in little cubes, it's not in big bits. It's in little cubes, but if it works, it's like a game changer, just being able to get all this clear ice. But anyway, just for the look of cocktails. Joking on Ashes, I did not get the chocolate whiskey, but super fucking tempting. Super fucking tempting. Catherine, I stopped the alcohol spreadsheet because it was mainly last year I wanted to track how much I was buying and how long it was taking me to empty it. And what it showed is, while I bought a lot of bottles last year, I don't go through them particularly quickly, so it answered the thing I wanted. And I also just got lazy and stopped updating it. And I thought, oh, no, it served its purpose. I spent most of a year tracking my purchases and consumption. It answered the question I wanted answered. So I just let it go. Shields, you need glasses, can't see long distance. It's a pain when you're trying to read signs on front of buses. Yeah, you know what? I was in denial for years. Like I'd be at bus stops going like, "Is that my bus?" And I'd feel like, "Oh, my eyes are watering. Why are my eyes watering?" My eyes weren't watering; they just couldn't focus. And for fully a year or two, I really needed glasses, and possibly for longer. And I don't know, I was in this massive denial, but I thought, maybe I need glasses. And I went and got a test, and there, they put the test on, da-da! Suddenly I can see things. And it's like, oh, fuck me, I need glasses. But the funniest thing is there were two things that weirded me out about wearing glasses. First, the world was in such sharp detail. It was like video when the contrast is too sharp. I was used to seeing everything with soft edges, and now with corrected vision, everything had really sharp edges, and the clarity was too much. It weirded me out for a while. And the other thing is, psychologically, the distance to the ground seemed different, and I was walking funny this lasted for a couple of days till I got used to it. I was walking funny because I was finding it harder to judge the distance to the ground. I know that sounds stupid, but I wasn't sure. I was walking funny for a couple of days because I just wasn't sure how far away the ground was. So for the spreadsheet wasn't that big. It was about 100 rows. In other words, it was about 100 bottles over the course of last year before I stopped recording it. It's like, yeah. So I was thinking, so did I run out of Easter eggs? I wasn't buying Easter eggs this year because I'm, dieting, doing meal replacements, certainly not eating Easter eggs. I had one of the meal replacements I have is a chocolate bar and it actually tastes really decadent. It doesn't taste like it should be part of a diet. And it's kind of funny eating one for breakfast. You go, I'm having chocolate for breakfast. They do a chocolate shake as well, and they do a chocolate dessert as well. So I can get a lot of chocolate hits that way. Facts over feels, thank you. Glad you like the new look. Yeah, Chuck and Nash's. I don't think I went and saw a film straight away, but just the world. The world was in such high definition. It looked too much for a while. It took a little while for me to adjust to it. I probably would have hated glasses at school because kids are shitheads. Kids are just fucking evil and will give you a hard time for having glasses. I would not have liked glasses at school. Nice, Chris. Chatting up a scammer on Facebook and having fun. Excellent. Usually, sometimes walking downstairs still can't tell how far away the ground is. I think we all do that miscalculation on stairs sometimes. Can be a bit of a thing. So, yes. But yeah, but I don't think I've ever thrown out a pair of glasses. I broke one pair of glasses over the years because with my health cover, I can get new glasses every year. And I don't get them every year, but I get them most years just because I have the coverage. And so in the years I've been wearing glasses, I've ended up with a lot of glasses. And I should bring out some of the old pairs. Show my glasses fashion over the years because it's changed a lot. Yes, half of Dan Andrews definitely had an issue with stairs. I was a bit weirded out when they said this week, he's up to walking for 18 minutes a day. Like, dude, that's a fucking serious injury that if, weeks later, your rehab is you're walking 18 minutes a day. Jesus Christ. Like, you must have been just shy of like really debilitating spinal injury. That's oof. All right, Chris, you got to let us know how much money you get out of the scammer on Facebook. I remember in the early days of the internet, there was someone who was into like scamming scammers, and he was getting some of them to, show up in particular places, saying, "I'll meet you on this street corner," and because the guy knew there were accessible like surveillance cameras on that corner, so he'd get images of them. It's great. Oh, Fax Overfield. You like the look. Reminds you of Doug Mulray. That's a blast from the past. Doug Mulray, my God. For those who don't know Doug Mulray, he was like the king of Sydney radio, commercial radio, funny guy, like FM radio. God, for 10 years or more. He was king shit for like 10 years or more. So it would be funny if Dan Andrews had private health insurance. He has very good government insurance, I would say. Raiders, you wish you could wear glasses. Thinning steep corneas prevent you from being able to wear them. Dang. Okay. Chris, they asked you to swear on a Bible, so I sent them a photo of someone swearing on a satanic Bible. Excellent. Excellent. Shields, your old man's blind without glasses. Had to have 2 sets, one for reading, one for driving. That's pretty serious eye things when you have to have the different sets for different uses. I need them for driving. Like I said, I don't need them for reading because I'm slightly long-sighted. So if I hold something here, it's perfectly in focus and I'm cool. So like my phone or reading or whatnot, that's all cool. But if I drove, I could drive without glasses, but it'd be a bad idea. And certainly if I was looking for street signs or something, I'd be going, what the fuck is that street called? So it would be a bad idea if I drove without glasses. I can see other cars and everything and whatnot and the lights and everything. So that's not an issue. But if I was trying to get somewhere, I would have a hard time reading signs. So it would be a bad idea for me to not wear glasses while driving. Raiders, looking for exposure of Indian scammers, recommend Jim Browning's YouTube channel. This one I was thinking, he actually had, your classic African Nigerian scammers. He was getting them to do all manner of really weird thing, because some of them will go a long way if they think they've got you. He made them jump through a lot of hoops. It's funny, the ones that call you on the phone now, if you fuck with them at all, they hang up. It's like they've been taught. If someone knows you're a scammer, it's a waste of time talking to them. So just hang up. Like in early days, I think they were told you never hang up on someone, you can get them. So you could lead them on for ages. But if you fuck with them at all at the moment, they just hang up. The two I've had recently, one, I just started laughing. I was going to fuck with them. And something about the thing, I just started laughing. And they went, oh, God, I'm sorry. I just can't take this shit seriously. And they hung up. And another one said, I'm calling you, there's the problem with your account at, ANZ Bank, a bank with which I do not have an account. And they're like, there's a security problem. And I went, oh, no, a security problem with the bank? That's where I have all my money. And I definitely have an account with the ANZ Bank as well. And they just hung up. It's like, you're no fun. They just hung up on me. Shields, your eyes have the biggest issues. You go cross-eyed. It's going to be a pain trying to read small text. Yes. Some corrective lenses for you, young man. That's what's required. And Chris, yeah, you used to be able to have fun with phone scammers, but they won't play along anymore. Raiders, you haven't been able to drive at night for a long time due to hard contact lenses and the intense flare from head coming. Oh, that's really limiting. Fucking feel for you there, man. Yeah, Choking on Ashes. I think I know who you're talking about. A British comedian who calls out scammers, and I can't remember him either. But I think I've seen some of his stuff. And I know there's a guy who gives TED Talks on scamming scammers, but But yes, because it's so prevalent. Like more phone calls now are like spam and scams and robo calls than are genuine phone calls. It's really weird. It's worse in the US, but it's bad enough here. Chris, James Veach, that actually sounds familiar. I'm already seeing Jim Browning's English as well. This afternoon, it's still raining in Queensland. Yes, they've been getting a fuck ton of rain. I've just got to get, so I just keep obsessively adjusting the glasses because they feel different to my other glasses and I'm still getting used to them. Hopefully after a couple of days, I will be less fidgety with them because they are, if I really shake my head, it falls down. I know you can get little anti-slip pads for them and you can adjust. These have the little pads on them and you can adjust them. If it gets too annoying, I'll go back to the shop and say, can you please adjust them? Facts over feels. No, I am not still making the angry videos. I might one day, I don't know, it just doesn't seem much in it for me at the moment. COVID really took away my desire. I've made 2 pre-recorded videos in the last year. COVID really took away my desire to do that. And I don't know if I'll ever get it back. I don't know if I want it back. Like I'm doing cocktail videos on another channel at the moment. And I'm really enjoying that. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, I'll just do that. I don't know if I can put the time into both, basically. Raiders Classic is a Microsoft scam. Instant reply is Apple II doesn't run Microsoft. Yes, nice. Shieldsy, like the videos, people hack scammers PC. Delete their scam stuff. The work PC, they can't scam anymore. Oh, no. Shieldsy, am I happy Aussie? I don't know if I'm happy Aussie. I'm chatty Aussie. I'm chatty Aussie. I chat a lot. Wow. Raiders. Jim Browning literally hacks the scammers' office cameras. Jesus. That's pretty full on. Oh, now my nose is itchy. Jesus. Okay. Yes. Well, scammers deserve it. Yeah, Chuck and Ashes, I like doing the stream. Like I said, I have ideas all the time for videos. And it's just like, and I mean, I have mentioned this before. One of the reasons I've been very unmotivated to do the angry videos anymore is my work, basically. It could be changing. Like I might be taking on a permanent job for the first time in ages later this year. And because it's with the public service, I could just see someone like, if I had a disagreement with someone in the workplace and they found out about the angry videos, like, lodging an HR complaint against me saying I scare them because I'm so angry on this stuff that they find me threatening, and it could really fuck with my work life. And it's absolutely not worth that. Sorry to tell the world. And I've always loved having people watch the videos and, interacting with people and whatnot. But it ain't worth losing a job over, because I'm never going to make the money from YouTube that I make from my day job. So I do just have to protect my day job, basically. So, yeah. Sorry for the stream kept you saying last year. You're not the only one. That's the way I was doing them for myself and other people who seem to really appreciate being able to interact while, being locked down and whatnot. I know, Chris, the Satanic Bible got the scammers to fuck off. Classic scammers not liking the Satanic Bible. Raiders celebrated 1 year alcohol free. You bought yourself a ride on mower today. That's worth more than your car. Oh my God. Well, A, excellent milestone. B, excellent way to reward yourself as well. Great stuff. Absolutely. And that's the thing, because I do the cocktail thing and the drinking stuff. People often think that I'm going to rag on someone who doesn't drink or is giving up drinking. I am 100% supportive of people who don't want to drink alcohol or want to really limit drinking alcohol. I have no time whatsoever for people who try to coerce someone into drinking. Silumi, you're heading off. Thanks for dropping in. It's always nice to see you. Yeah, I have no time at all for anyone who wants to coerce someone into drinking alcohol, not respecting the fact the person saying, no, I don't want to. That's fucking shit, and I have no time for it, and I won't tolerate it. So, yes. You edited a real flight video over the long weekend. First edited video since early 2020. See how the raw footage from 2 other flights, procrastinating about editing. Editing can really suck, but I have a process now, because I'm doing 3 cocktail videos a week. The editing's not complex. There's a time-consuming element to it. I could make it much more complex, which would make it much more time-consuming, which is why I don't make it much more complex. But yeah. Oh, that's a fair one, Raiders. Happy to have a drink occasionally, just never going back to the extent you used to. That is healthy. Speaking of which, I'm going to taste test. Hey, do I want to have them be sophisticated and have them at room temperature, or do I want them on ice? Because I kind of prefer things on ice. Right, I'm going to get a couple of shot glasses. Where's my skull shot glasses? There they are. Oh, shit. Just smashing stuff about here, don't mind me. There's the other ones. All right. Skull shot glasses. I'm going to do it on ice. Some purists say you should just taste it without. Actually, maybe I'll taste it without ice and then with ice. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm definitely going to have to get the nose things adjusted on this because it is slipping off my nose. Okay, so the order I'm going to do it in, I think the gin will be the lightest. Ooh, let's get some ASMR happening. Love that sound. What does it smell like? Smells like gin. Very very junipery. Don't break any glasses. Motherfuckers never let me live that time. I don't want to sound angry when I say that because I think it's funny. But yes, we don't want to break. I actually say that in video I was editing today, which is going to go up on Friday. Because I made 3 cocktails in quick succession with the same shaker. And after the first one, it gets condensation. And that's how I broke a glass. It had a lot of condensation on the shaker. And I misjudged how slippery that made it. And I went a shake and it just flew out of my hand and smashed a glass. So I did that last Friday night. And in the video, I said, I was actually really paranoid the entire time that I was going to smash a glass because I have before. So get the Lark. There's sexy bottles. Might keep these sexy bottles. Oh, another fantastic noise. Oh, man. Love that smell. All right, let's put some whiskey in there. Put that stopper back on. Now, our cognac as well. See, I'm letting them air a bit as well. Another pop. Chris, friends don't let friends live funny shit down. Oh, damn. Shieldsy, pouring rain now. God, you got so much rain, man. Raiders, squeaky spring mattress while someone's doing the do. Right, put some cognac in there. Oh, that's really cheap plastic. The top of that is a really cheap plastic, which is a bit off-putting, quite honestly. Really nice bottle. Probably keep this bottle as well. Probably take me a very long time to empty that. I don't drink that much cognac. Brandy. I just want to compare this. This is just a standard brandy, not an aged one. It's an Australian one. Right. Ooh, such different colours in all these. I'm going to take a little sippy sip at room temp and then on ice. Yeah, you're saying it's a huge bottle. It's only 700 mils. That's actually 750 mils. But yeah, the shape of it it's like an oversized perfume bottle. It's really quite heavy. Could use that in hand-to-hand combat. Fucking kill someone. Right, so the gin first. Very light junipery. They say it's a citrus one. Doesn't really smell like citrus. Maybe a little bit like citrus. Very light juniper, like you get on all gins, juniper, basically. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That over there. Not drinking out of that anymore. I should have a palate cleanser. I should just put that over there. Now I want it. I want water. Water as a palate cleanser. Yep. Okay. I think that gin would make a real good gin and tonic. Raiders, think Lark's cellar doors any cheaper? No, probably not. But I think it would be a good experience going to the Lark distillery. Right. And speaking of Lark, this is my first taste of Lark whiskey. I have a Lark whiskey liqueur, but this is actual whiskey. Wow. That's just like, that's sweet and light. You know, some whiskeys are a bit rough. Fuck, that's smooth. Wow. That is so smooth. I'm going to have to make me an old fashioned with that, I think. Dragon Ash's twist bottles. Most of the boutique places have stoppers. The big brands, a lot of them tend to be screw tops. Raiders, Lark's renowned for that. This is not a single malt. This is like this is a blend. This is like their entry level one. It's really fucking smooth though. I think next time I go to a whiskey bar, I'll try a high end Lark's. Right. Jesus, that Lark's was smooth. Just really lightly sweet. What do they describe it as? Is there any description on here? They love to put descriptions on here. Non-chill filtered, no color added. Wait, which way is that written? Symphony number 1 is the first blended malt it's really low contrast. Where's my phone? I need to put more light on it. It's really low contrast. Me and my old man eyes needs more light on it. Oh, look, suddenly I can read it, more light. First blended malt from the House of Lark, representing a composition of exceptional Tasmanian single malt whiskies. Crafted from a symphony of complementary casks, head distiller Chris Thompson has expertly woven the complexity of American oak bourbon with a balance of sherry and heavier depths of port to form a creamy, oily melody of flavors. Malt whiskey that's full of life from start to finish, carries the uncompromised signature of Lark Whiskey, Tasmanian icon. It's fucking smooth, I'll tell you that much. So they don't have tasting notes. It was just really lightly sweet. Yes, Raiders. Lark is damn expensive, but most people agree it's worth it. So, okay, another taste now. The cognac. XO cognac. First bottle of XO cognac I've bought. It's very, very gentle aroma. Cognac-y smell. Hello, Megalich. Yes, new glasses. A slightly more subtle change is my haircut. Oh, that's just like fruity and that's pretty goddamn good, actually. That is pretty goddamn good. Costco brand cognac. That is pretty goddamn good. Oh, now I want to compare it directly to a brandy. It's lighter, maybe a little bit sharper. This one sort of tastes like honey. This one's definitely got much richer flavors. Sitting in a barrel for 12 to 20 years. It's going to absorb. Man, no, that's good. That XO cognac is good. Because again, older doesn't always mean better. Like you always get the thing, more aged spirits cost more than spirits that have been aged for less. Older doesn't mean better. It means different. Usually means rarer if it's older because they don't age all the spirits for that long. Also, it's more expensive for the distillery to age for longer, which is another reason that aged spirits are more expensive. Oh, no, Raiders. Kirkland, they go to high-end distilleries for their Scotch, for their Irish whiskey, their French vodka. It's reputed to come from the people who make Grey Goose. This cognac is probably from more than one distillery. It's certainly a blend. They might have been able to get blends from a single distillery. They go to quite high-end distilleries to get the stuff. This is not cheap shit. But as I was saying before, the distilleries say you can't tell anyone that you got it from us because it would really tarnish our prestige brands if people knew Kirkland brand was, as good as our prestige brands. And so it's like, nudge, wink, we won't tell anyone. All right, now on ice. I'm going to have the rest of this gin. Hey, it's got definitely, okay, now I can taste citrus. I don't know if the ice has kind of woken up the citrus or if it's the contrast from the other stuff. But yeah, I was about to say, no, this why are they calling this the citrus gin? It just tastes like juniper. It's like, oh no, it's got a really definite citrus in it. No, that is quite good. When I saw this one was on special, I fired a quick message off to Kirsten to say, quick, do you know this brand? 40 spotted. Is it any good? And she said, yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. Because it's on special, but I wasn't going to buy it if it wasn't any good. Oh, yeah, no, Raiders, the reason that you're absolutely spot on. The reason these distilleries deal with Costco and with Aldi is they fucking buy an enormous volume. It's like when someone, says, oh, okay, I'm just backing up this container ship and I want to buy, X million liters from you. They're just like, fuck yeah, sale. And then continue on their merry way. Because, yeah, I mean, I was trying to just quickly guess. Costco globally must buy millions of liters of spirit a year. They must. That's a huge fucking cash flow boost if you own a distillery. That this lot of just backing up a truck and buying a fuck ton of booze from you. That is good. I'm gonna have to think of the best drink to make with that gin. A couple of years ago, never would have pictured myself as a gin drinker, but your palate can change, as I found out. Palate cleanser. Oh, some nice ice water. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Lark now. Now, because adding a bit of ice, which is essentially adding a bit of water to the whiskey, often brings out different characteristics. So I'm quite keen to see how this is. Man. Oh, man, this is a mighty fine sipping whiskey. Yeah, I'm definitely making an old-fashioned with that. God damn, that's good. This is Lark's cheapest fucking whiskey. It's so good. Oh, it's just got this really light honey. It's got that like whiskey warmth that goes down. And it's like, oh yeah, man, that's fucking whiskey. That is some fucking whiskey right there. And it just, yeah, it sort of stays on your tongue as well. Just the whiskey burn, not in a bad way. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. It's just, it's so smooth. Oh yeah, Raiders. Booze generally is a shitload cheaper in the US. Two reasons: the size of the market, they can sell in bulk, and the second reason is the tax differential. Like in Australia, we've now gotten to the stage where almost 2/3 of the cost of booze is tax. I think it's gotten a bit out of control, really. I mean, I see people on the internet all the time talking about, oh, and this is a good quality one. You get this for $20, $25. And I go and look it up on Dan's and it's like 50. Like, fuck. Okay. I'm always commenting like, oh no, you're just saying all these prices and my eyes are watering at the idea of how much that would cost in Australia. I just remember like, I've not been in the US for a long time. But I was visiting some YouTube friends in San Francisco, and we're having a night out, and we stopped like a convenience store, and they were selling booze. Yeah, they had hip flasks, so that's like, what's in a hip flask? Like 250, 350 mils, or whatever it is. And I was like, oh, I think I just got Bacardi. I got some whiskey or something. I got something to take back, and I just get that hip flask. It was like $7. I'm like, really? That's in America, you can get absolutely fucking shit-faced for $7 because a hip flask is plenty to get you fucking munted. Shieldsy, shipping is a factor in Australia and the smaller market is a factor. But like I said, we've gotten to the stage where 2/3 of the cost of spirits is tax. So it's always going to be more expensive in Australia. First, because of shipping, and second, because of the smaller market. So we don't get like those bulk discounts. But when, like I said, when 2/3 of your fucking cost is tax. I cannot get over how smooth that fucking Lark is. That's amazing. Right, it's like everything else joking. The federal government throw huge taxes on cigarettes. They tax them twice. Again, I don't object to taxes on alcohol because they are a social problem. There are health costs associated. But I think they've got a bit over the top in the last 10 years. So I definitely don't have a problem with taxing cigarettes because there is no upside to cigarettes. Yeah, Raiders, your Mo is 40% more expensive in the US. That will largely be about shipping. I'm going to have to find a good drink for this cognac as well. It's fucking nice. It is fucking nice. I started drinking cocktails. I never knew I liked brandy until I had a sidecar. It's like a classic brandy, as a classic brandy cocktail. It's like, oh, Jesus, I didn't know I liked brandy in drinks. Apparently I do because the sidecar is fucking awesome. Oh. Yeah, so shipping fuel is expensive. There's no two ways about it. But see, even local product is expensive because, like I'm saying, 2/3 of the cost. Like when I buy a Lark whiskey, 2/3 of the cost is tax. So, yeah, and the other reason the local stuff is expensive is because quite small distilleries. They don't have big margins because big distilleries, because they mass produce, can make a lot of money on it. Choking on ashes. I don't tend to drink brandy, just drink brandy. But there's quite a few brandy cocktails I like. Safa, you do have to have a bit of cash to drink top shelf in Australia. It is very expensive. Not Yanana's brandy. There's no doubt, just that straight brandy, while I like it, is a lot less refined than this aged cognac. It tastes sort of a bit rawer, a bit rougher. It tastes lighter, certainly. There's a lot more complexity in that XO cognac. That's interesting, Ray. You're saying with the new car market here, dealers must charge the same for new models. Ugh, if I ever go out and buy another new car, which I guess I will at some point, I've had my current car for 5 or 6 years. I tend to keep cars for at least 10 years. But I get around to buying a new one. I need to find someone who can haggle. I'm like shit at haggling. I can't haggle. Because I say, and this model is this much. And I go, okay, I kind of like it. I'll get it. And I think that, oh my God, he didn't haggle. What a fucking loser. I need to take someone with me next time if I go and buy a car who can haggle. Because I'm like super fucking bad at it. I'm sure I know someone in Melbourne who likes to haggle. But yes, I am not good at haggling. But yeah, as I say, I must know someone who's good at haggling. Yeah, I absolutely want to make an old fashioned with that fucking Lark. Right, as buyers advocates can save heaps. So there are professional people who do that. I just thought I'd probably have a friend who's good at it. So if I ever get to the stage where I'm thinking of getting another car, I was just going to go on social media and say, hey, who in Melbourne reckons they're good at haggling cars? I could even provide an incentive, like I'll give you 10% of what you get knocked off. Choking on ashes. You're good at haggling. Depends what, you know nothing about cars, so it wouldn't be any good. I had a friend, he was actually my acting teacher like 30 years ago, Jesus, when I wanted to be an actor. And he was, I think his background was Lebanese. Like he was an Aussie, but I think his background was Lebanese. But he told this story, like it's just like, he says, you just have to commit. When you're doing something like that, you just fucking commit and you don't back off. And he told the story of backpacking through India. And he goes to a backpackers and he's saying to the guy, like, okay, how much, you know, for a bed or for a room or whatever? And the guy says, this much. And he goes, that's not bad. You know, I've heard better prices around town, but this is closer to things I want to do. And he's just like, my plan is to stay for, you know, X weeks. Will you give me a discount if I commit up front to pay for X weeks? And he goes, yeah, okay, if you do that, I'll cut the price to this. And he goes, okay. He goes, but I'm doing the whole country thing, and I'll be coming back. And if you give me a better price, I'll come back to here and I'll stay here again in a couple months. And, you know, what price will you give me if I do that? And the guy says, I'll commit to this price. And he goes, that's pretty good. And then he's just like, I know a lot of people. I know other people are doing, and on my recommendation, they'll come here. If I promise to recommend you to all these people, like, you know what do you? And he just kept haggling, and he went through all the reasons the guy should cut the price, and the guy's cutting the price, and they finally settled, like, that's the price, done. And he gives the guy the money, and the guy just held the money in his hand and looked at it and paused and just looked it up and went, are you sure you're not Indian? No one has stayed here for that price for 20 years. It's just like, it was like, respect, dude. That was like, man, that was like the most serious fucking haggling I've had in a long time. It was like, God. Oh, that's a good tip, Raiders. Don't trade your car if it has value, if you're willing to save privately. Ugh, I'm not sure if I want that much hassle in my life, quite honestly. But I won't be doing it for a few years. My car's still a go. It still feels great. Just one of the last Holdens. It's a Holden Cruise, turbocharged. Fucking great. Takes off so fucking fast from the lights. It's just a little hatchback, and it's got really good pickup. So, like, I have left some very surprised people behind me at lights. You know, like, you're in multiple lanes, like a lane's going to end at the other side of the traffic lights, and so you get people going, I'm going to take you, and it's just like, and they're like, what the fuck? Like someone in some huge fucking four-wheel drive with a big engine, they think, yeah, those fuckers, they've got a big engine, but they've got no acceleration. My car just goes around them. I've seen some very funny looks on people's faces because, you know, it's not done up. It's not a flash car. It's a little white hatchback. And and they just think, oh, that's like a fucking mum's car. I'm going to take that at the lights, and I just heaps of fun. Ooh, Raiders. Tip number 2: always be prepared to walk away from new car salesmen. If they want the sale bad enough, they'll eat into their commission. Good call. Shields, you reckon you need to be hardball. Act like it's not what you want. 90% of the time they'll lock off the prices. Yeah, most cars, they've got a margin already. Safi, you can't drive turbo cars. No, because you're a young'un. You're a young'un. Where I am a mature gentleman who has earned the right to do whatever he goddamn fucking wants. So, yeah. All right. I am super fucking happy with my Costco. Oh, I also, just for a laugh, I'm not taste testing these because they're the little ones, but just for a laugh, I got this Jack Daniels sampler from Costco. High-end Jack Daniels. What is this? Gentleman Jack, Tennessee Honey, Standard Jack Daniels, Tennessee Fire, which is their cinnamon one, and Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. What I like to do is every now and then do a taste comparison, because I did this once before. I was like, I thought expensive cocktail ingredients are bullshit because you're putting different things in there, you're mixing it, and you're losing whatever edge the expensive thing has. Using expensive ingredients in cocktails is bullshit. Then I got a little packet of these with special whiskeys, and I think it was whiskey sours. I made 3 whiskey sours, one with like a bog standard bourbon and 2 with expensive limited ones. And the expensive ones were so much better. Stella, good evening. Oh my God, you've been in hospital, Vasavo. Listening away, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? You got to tell us. You can't be dropping stuff like that and not tell us what happened. So yeah, at some point I'll use those for a comparison video. You know, is it worth using expensive ingredients? And I'll make something simple, maybe a Manhattan, and compare it with a bogs. Well, you know, because there's a bog standard Jack Daniel's in there, and then there's 2 high end ones. And I'll compare them. Safi, you're on your New South Wales red piece. Man, they changed the fucking rules so much since I were a lad. There were just L plates, P plates, then your full license. L's you had to have for at least 3 months, and then you had to be on your P's for at least a year, and then you could go for your full license. But you took the test. You took your test to get your P's. You didn't have to take any sort of other test to get a full license. I'm just throwing away some rubbish. All right. So just even that little taste testing has got me a little bit buzzed. That was probably 2 shots or lot, which is like not enough to push me over the legal limit. I don't think I'm over the legal limit, but I can feel it. Still, you haven't been well for a while. Oh, God. Almost projectile vomited in the weekly meeting, which is more sick than the meeting usually makes you. Oh, my God. I was on socials, the morning meeting. There's this guy who's not part of my team who's in the meeting, and he was so fucking aggravating. And the one saving grace is we're doing online meetings. I'm still working from home. And none of us put the camera on. And the saving grace was fucking putting it on mute and just being able to sit in the kitchen and go, oh my God, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because this guy was just being so fucking aggravating. So aggravating. Yes, Raiders, you watch dash cam videos and you soon realize there's a fuck ton of people who don't deserve to have licenses. I'm just putting these out of the way so I don't knock anything over. And I'm just chucking this plastic in the bin. Right. Not that I want to get absolutely shit-faced on a work night, but I think I definitely want to make an old-fashioned with this Lark. It's so good. Oh, yes. Looking, I actually with you, Shieldsy, do public transport is definitely saves you money over a car. I have a car and I use public transport. Choking on ashes. Normally you cycle. Yeah, your bike got stolen, didn't it? It's really shitty. Oh my God, Safa. Russian dash cams are the best. My God, the stuff that happens on Russian dash cams is out of control. Absolutely out of control. Let me see. What are we gonna make now? Old fashioned. Right. It's not going to be so. 1.5 whiskey. 1 shot of rye, really? Jesus. No, I'm just going to do 2 shots of that. Third of a shot, 10 mils. Yeah, I'm going to use my dark sugar syrup. Bitters. Now I just have to choose the right bitters. Okay. I have a bunch of bitters down here. Maybe, Angostura is good. And I've got Angostura. What bitters to use? That's the only... Because all an old-fashioned is whiskey sugar bitters. I don't know if you can hear the Star Trek music. Mrs. Angry is watching Star Trek in the next room. I like the sound. Old fashioned. So if you love whiskey old fashioned, how about the rum old fashioned? 11 fresh takes on the old fashioned. Brandy old fashioned. Maple old fashioned. Brown butter old fashioned. Wisconsin old fashioned is fucked. Sorry. Don't think I've got anyone from Wisconsin watching. I'm on this Discord with people who have cocktail channels on YouTube, and at least one of the people's from Wisconsin. And a Wisconsin old fashioned is a fucking travesty. Raiders, you were wrongly under the assumption it was international visitors who were causing mayhem on the roads. Last year, with no international visitors, proved you wrong. I get it. Shields, you think about getting a boat license? Get a houseboat one day. Move around the bays off Brisbane. Dude, that's the fucking life, man. As soon as I win lotto, getting a fucking boat. My favorite, I've got a couple of friends in Adelaide, and I visited them ages ago. And basically, their business has done really well, so they're pretty wealthy. They got a boat. It's a quite nice boat, not a huge one, but it's a boat. There's a galley and a bedroom and stuff downstairs. And they said what they did to get away from their adult children who were living at home for their date nights, they would actually take the boat sort of out into the bay and anchor it, and they just got the world to themselves, which was fucking great. 12:12 for you, Choking on Ashes. Just gone lunchtime. Yeah, I don't want to live on a houseboat, but yeah, I'm as bougie as it is. If I won lotto, and I should buy a lotto ticket if I want a lotto, I'd get a fucking boat, man. Not necessarily a really decadent one, but a decent one. Yeah, boats are cool. Sorry, they're very bougie. But they're also cool. Okay, old-fashioned variation. Kentucky River. What's this one? Bourbon creme de cacao. Seasonal old-fashioned. Navy strength old-fashioned. What's in a Navy strength? Rum and gin. Jesus. Oh, I just realized I don't fucking want a riff. I want a really bog standard old-fashioned. There we go. What are these guys saying? 2 ounces. Yeah, that's what I'm going to... No. Not water. I'm going to stir it. Don't have any orange peel. It's amazing. Actually, I fucking do, How dodgy is... Oh, sorry. I just need to check how dodgy this orange is. Going over to my fruit bowl. It's a little bit dodgy, but I reckon I could get a decent peel. It's amazing how much better a bit of orange peel makes an old-fashioned. You just express the oils and whatnot, and it just lifts it. Right. So I'm absolutely doing an old-fashioned. Ooh, Raiders, a few months on a yacht in Monaco. That does sound appealing. Oh no, Annette, don't know how to make boats go. They give performance advising. If I won lotto, I'd get sailing tuition. Safa, you want daylight saving back? Well, it's gone now, man. Yeah, I'm one of the people who likes daylight saving. I like the sunlight to stretch. Annette, you like the rocking motion of a boat? Yeah, boats are just pretty cool, honestly. No, I'm gonna make an old fashioned. I'm gonna get my double rocks glass, put a big fucking piece of ice in it. Just gonna build this sucker in the glass. Not gonna mess around. There's my big blocks of ice. Big blocko ice. In you go. Big blocko ice. So there. Get my dark sugar syrup, which is in here. Just going to do a teeny bit of that. Oh, I had to decide what bitters I'm going to use. All right, what have I got? Angostura. Yeah, not that one. Actually, maybe Mr. Bitters Negroni. Or chocolate. No. A few drops of this, I think. Negroni bitters. Little spoon to stir this. This one, small spoon. All right. My jigger. Gotta get my jigger. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Goes I definitely need the nose things adjusted on this. Right. So, I want a peeler to peel a bit of this off. Where's a peeler? There's a peeler. It goes Was that song a few years ago where the video had this wild puppet in it? Where they went, it goes and there's all this running, pulling on. Oh, geez, I'm doing a sailboat. I'm talking about a motorized boat. No, I'm not going to do a fucking sailboat. No fucking way. It's going to be a motorized one. Raiders Monaco dream might end up being the spirit of Tasmania. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Shizzy, you don't know, people who work can stand getting boats 5 days a week. Yeah, I don't think I'd like to do it every day. I'd like to have it as a getaway. There we go. Right. So, got my jigger. Got my fucking super smooth. Oh my God, that noise is so great. I love that noise. I should do some cocktail ASMR. I fucking will, you know. I'm going to do that at one point. All right. Lark. In you go. Crack that ice. Honestly, I think just a spoon of this syrup. I'm saying this as a joke, but I'm absolutely gonna do some cocktail ASMR. Part of it will be the stopper popping out of a bottle. Part of it will be the clinking of ice stirring. Oh, and I also want to get some of the bottles do that glug, 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 glug when you pour from them. These are all great ASMR noises. And then I'll just do my whispering into the microphone. What does it taste like? Sorry, 6 different fucked up things went through my head when I did that. Jesus, you can't take me anyway. Raiders, 2 new channels, Angry Gaming for Shannon's Among Us and Angry ASMR. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably enough of that. Just a few drops of the bitters. Oh, man, that bitters smells great. Stir that as well. And the final touch, just get a bit of orange peel. There is a baby crying on Star Trek, and it's weirding me out a little bit. Dude, I always fucking cut myself with fruit peelers. So when you do the peel, you just express some orange oil over the drink. Just squeeze it. You get just a little spray of orange oil on there. And then also, you wipe it around the glass. And that's really ugly, so I'm not using it as a garnish. But then when you bring it up to your nose, the first thing you get is just this orange oil, which is fucking nice. And you ooh yeah, boy. Just fucking waft this around the glass. Oh, yeah. That's the shit right there. Sexy talking angry. Yes, sexy ASMR. I was just thinking that might get me into pre-recorded videos. Instead of my normal shouting stuff, do my normal political stuff, but make it ASMR whispering. Put like stereo on the microphone and just sit there going like, Scott Morrison, he sucks so much. He's just the worst. Don't think about Scott Morrison. He fucking sucks. just angry political ASMR. That's just stupid enough to work. Safa still feels like it's 10 p.m. Well, it's fucking 9:20, man. Shieldsy, making love to my drink. Was that line in Billy Joel's Piano Man? There's a man at the table next to me making love to his tonic and gin. Angry's out here making love to his old fashioned. And this, just do this for 30 minutes. It's like that idea is just so stupid, it might work. I saw a video once. It was done by Cartoon Network, and it was some weird character, and it was 8 hours long, and it was basically like this guy talks to you. So I thought I might do that at some point during lockdown because I thought I'd get bored, but these live streams kept me occupied. But I kind of want to do that one day, is kind of like gently talking ASMR, an 8-hour cocktail ASMR. Yeah. I think someone needs to give me hallucinogens to do that, but I do that. Just do it 8 hours, just recording this thing with it, just like the ASMR of pouring drinks, sharing around, just having a sip. It's like it's transporting me. Like we could just see it going into really weird areas. Sorry, I'm probably going to have to do it. I get these ideas, these stupid ideas in my head, and they sit in my head for a long time, and I eventually do them. But yeah, an 8-hour cocktail ASMR video. Or just make a series of cocktails over 8 hours, but they'd all be stirred ones. Because shaking's too intense. That's not ASMR. Shaking's too intense. But stirring, just really gently stirring a cocktail with ice, the glug 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 of pouring it into the glass. Like, 'cause this is a good mic, and I can put it on stereo so it goes around there. And so, like, when I'm pouring a cocktail into the glass, I got to move the glass around so it would move from ear to ear, and then do this sort of clinking, moving around, and just saying random shit for 8 hours. I'm definitely going to have to do. I wouldn't necessarily record it in one go. Like, I might, record it an hour or two at a time and edit it together later. I could just, God, part of the ASMR could just be reading the descriptions of bottles. Why 40 spotted? Our gin is named after Tasmanian's rarest bird, the 40 spotted parrot. I don't even know what that is. Again, I need more fucking light to see this tiny, bad contrast text. Shields the angry drunk. I'd be pretty drunk after a while, honestly. Pardelote. 40 spotted pardelote. Now I want to look up that bird. The 40 spotted pardelote. 40 spotted pardelote. Bird. Oh, it's cute. It's a tiny little thing. Okay, I'm going to share it with you because it's fucking cute. And it has lots of spots on it, which is why they call it the 40 spotted pardelote. Look at that. It's cute. It's so cute. It's a really cute bird. It's very cute. There's someone holding one, somewhat against the pardelote's will. Yeah, it's a very cute bird. Someone's saying that's a parrot? What does that say? 40 spotted pardelote. Actually, a photo of a spotted pardelote, not a 40 spot. Different species despite similar names. Okay, cool. What's this one? Little ones. Scientists devised a cheap, ingenious trick to save this bird. What was it? Save this bird from a blood-sucking maggot. That's a terrible thing. Parasitic flies search out the nests of pardelotes to feed on the defenseless young. The moment a pardelote chick hatches from the eggs, the fly maggots burrow into its skin to drink its blood. The parasite kills 9 out of every 10 chicks in some areas. So they found a way to ward off the parasites using chicken feathers. Jesus, that's fucked up. That's the whole story's fucked up. So, but there you go. I just wanted to share the spotted pardelote. Damon Singh, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chocolate and Ashes. I'm glad you appreciate it would be difficult to do 8 hours in one stretch. Yeah. I think it'd be great ASMR, just doing stuff like. I got a friend, she's actually done really well out of ASMR. I haven't actually caught up for a while. I should ask her how she's going, find out what's happening. I still think the idea of angry ASMR is something that could work. Like in doing my angry political videos, but instead of actually shouting, just going like, Matt Gaetz, he's an actual child molester. He trafficked underage girls across state lines. He promoted the QAnon stuff, which is a ridiculous fantasy about a secret cabal of Satanist pedophiles in the Democratic Party and the Hollywood elite. But this guy is actually trafficking underage girls across state lines for sex, which is going to end him up in jail. That could work. That could absolutely work. Shieldsy, you think I should make it loop and only do 30 minutes? Damon, oh, my friend, that's a big question. What am I drinking? I got a delivery from Costco today, and I did a tasting. I got Costco brand XO Cognac, which is fucking great. A Tasmanian Gin, 40 Spotted Citrus, which is very good. I'm going to have to make a drink out of that. And I got Lark Distillery, their Symphony #1 malt whiskey. So good. And I am now drinking an old-fashioned made from the Lark whiskey, a Tasmanian whiskey. In fact, the Lark, as this discussion has been had regularly on the live streams, the Lark Distillery, Bill Lark, actually brought back boutique distilling to Australia. He's the godfather. He is the godfather of whiskey and just distilling generally in Australia. And Lark whiskies generally are extremely expensive, but this is their entry-level one, and it's really good. So their expensive ones must be fucking great. So I made an old-fashioned with it. Just a little bit of sugar syrup I made, like with a dark sugar syrup made with dark sugar, and a few drops of these Mr. Bitters Negroni bitters. It's so fucking good. Oh my God. God, I'm tempted. I might make a whiskey sour with this. Maybe a Manhattan. Fuck, that's good. Sorry, I'm just in love with these purchases. Damon, a gin from Tassie, didn't even know we made gin. Holy crap, they sound good. Oh, Damon, are you in Tassie? Man, you have the best fucking distilleries in Tasmania. They make whiskies, they make gins, they make liqueurs. You have fucking class distilleries in Tassie. Raiders, speaking of the ill Matt Gaetz, he wrote an op-ed in some trash newspaper, proved he's definitely a downward spiral. He's fucking hilarious, man. He's burying himself so fucking badly. And what I love is the absolute lack of support from Republicans. They're saying things like, Republicans were just defending Trump, saying he's totally innocent. With Matt Gaetz, they're saying, well, we'll have to find out if it's true or not. And it was like, seriously, if Republicans are saying about one of their own in a scandal, saying, well, we'll have to find out if it's true or not, that means fuck that guy, he's gone. Earthcrow, how are you? Oh yes, Megaleech is also from Taswegia. Megaleech, guess what this is? I got fucking deliveries today in boxes, and it made me think I've been so slack in I remember I said I had to get an appropriate box to send the webcam to you that we talked about. I did it. It's just wrapped in tape. I made a box out of a bit of the boxes. It's got Costco stickers on it. But I go, I want you to, it's got your address on there. And I've got to take this to the post office tomorrow and get the postage on it. It's like seriously wrapped up. It's an improvised box, and I used some of the packaging in here. So hopefully this will get to you safely. I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow to post this to you. So it's got a little thing that says fragile. So he said fragile. So I amused myself for 10 or 15 minutes with a pair of scissors chopping up a bit of this big box going, can I turn this into a little box that the webcam will fit in? And I did. So there you go. Earthcrow, Chaser wrote a piece about Matt Gaetz flying to Australia to join the Liberal Party. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Raiders Michael Cohen unloaded on Gates. It was awesome to listen to. Oh my God. Gates is so fucked. And he should be. He's fucking garbage. Um, he's fucking garbage. He's gonna, and he's clear. And it's not that none of the Republicans are saying he's guilty, burn him. They're saying let's wait and see what we can. And Republicans saying let's wait and see means that motherfucker's done. And it was so funny when he went on Tucker Carlson on Fox, which is the softest interview he could ever get. And he actually said to Tucker Carlson, well, you'll know, I had a dinner with you and your wife, and, this young woman was there, and you'll remember that. And Tucker Carlson says, I have no memory of that. I don't know what you're talking about. And that was just like throwing him under the bus. Throwing him under the bus. Damon, is that a joke, or are you and Mega Leach actually close family members? Or as Mega Leach is doing there, is that it says, fuck this. This is very good. This is the cheapest Lark whiskey. And I got it on sale on Costco. Fuck me, it's good. I'm going to make some more drinks with that. That is really good. She goes, you reckon I should wrap 10 meters of tape around it as a joke? It's got a fucking lot of tape on it as it is. Not excessive. I could easily I might put more on. I think this will hold together fine. And I put some of the packaging from my drinks in there to keep it safe. So hopefully this is going to get to you safe, Mega Leech. It's got a fragile sticker. That's fragile. Fragile. Mind you, the fucking packaging on this stuff that came from Costco. The Lark had this really, because Lark is really high end, and it had this nice cardboard packaging around it that was just fucking crushed. And those whiskeys, the Jack Daniels I was showing you, they're in a box. That box has been crushed as well. Fucking hell. Toby, hey buddy, how's it going? It's at 9:30. Fuck yeah, we're going. I'm not going to make any more drinks tonight. This is enough for tonight. Oh my God, that's good. But these were all good purchases. I'm going to have to make an appropriate drink out of this gin. It's very nice. Mega Leech, I put the bubble stuff that's been deflated, so it's got a lot of sort of plastic padding around it, so it should be good. And this fucking cognac, this is even better than I thought it would be. So I got to come up with an appropriate cocktail to make with XO cognac. Actually, here we go. The fucking Difford site would be good for this. I'm going to put XO cognac. Oh, no, wait. Cocktail builder. Difford site is actually really good. Log in. I created an account. Yes. I put a bunch of my ingredients in the Difford's website stuff I have, and it says you can make these 103 recipes. Yeah, boy. Yes, I can. I'm going to go your ingredients. I'm also going to I need to add XO cognac. XO cognac. Oh, they've got really specific fucking brands. Not Hennessy. Fuck Hennessy. I'm going to say Martell. Okay. There are a bunch of fun websites where you can just put all the ingredients you have in, and they'll tell you what cocktails you can make. One's called Make Me a Cocktail. Difford's does a good one. what did Mikulich order? He's got my old webcam. Gonna eat my liver in the fire. Oh, geez, Earthcrow. I can't vouch for what condition my liver's gonna be in, man. Toby, you got contacted by an 8th cousin about a month ago on the genealogical site. You're now friends on Facebook and Instagram. He's a Mormon from Utah. Interesting. That is fucking cool, actually, man. That's really interesting. I like that. Raiders, you're surprised to hear Costco is supporting Australians. I'm having trouble with words. Because I posted this on the Steve the Bartender Facebook group, and he was surprised Lark was available on Costco. But they've obviously cut some deal with some Tasmanian distillers. But that's the thing. Right. So, cocktail builder. What are we doing? Your cocktails and mixed drinks. Cocktails by ingredient. Here's what I want to do. Base spirit. Cognac. Is there XO? W whiskey? No. Just cognac. Well, that actually makes sense, quite honestly. You just say cognac. Okay. How many cognac-based cocktails? Fucking hell, 454. Jesus. Of course there's a lot of fucking cognac cocktails. Some really good names. Brandy Sangari. That sounds... Port and Brandy, a.k.a. Randy. Oh, Jesus. Brooklyn's Finest. So that sounds like a cognac. Manhattan. Carlton Banks. French 75. A Fruit. That's a weird fucking... I love stuff with weird fucking names. A JP's... Oh, yeah. I should make a fucking Sazerac with this. A cognac Sazerac. Fuck yeah. Which is basically an old-fashioned with an absinthe wash, quite honestly. Not tonight. Not tonight. I've had enough to drink tonight. Choking on Ashes, Port and Brandy is lethal. I go Port and Brandy, pretty randy. Oh my God, Megalich, you're probably right. This webcam is one of my Horcruxes, so you've got to keep it safe. Stay there. So that's why I'm honestly, Megalich, that's why I'm sending it to you. I'm sending you one of my Horcruxes so you can keep it safe down in Tasmania. So take good care of it. Toby, how's AD doing? Good question. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. I'll try and remember to message him tomorrow. The fact that I haven't heard from him means how's AD doing? Probably fucked. Quite honestly. So I'll try and remember to talk to him tomorrow. My fucking barber dude, I was going to call him a hairdresser, but he's a barber. He did a great job trimming my beard. I like that the beard's been trimmed down. Sorry, I'm just going to stand up and get this. Because it's just here. My barber dude recommended this for actually holding my hair and styling my hair. It's a powder as opposed to like a gel or a wax. Dust It Texture Hair Volume Powder. So it's just like you dust a bit on the top and hold it. And you did it too. So I was like, okay, I'll try that. So it's kind of holds my hair in place so it doesn't flop about. It's good. Yeah, Toby, 80's probably not good. I love that English. Yes, master. Keep the Horcrux safe. Keep the Horcrux safe. So, but I'll try to remember to massage AZ tomorrow and see if I can find out what's happening with him. because I have not heard from him since last time he was on the stream, which must have been 2 weeks ago. So I am worried that means AIDS is kind of fucked, even by AIDS standards. Probably not in a good way. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. Another stream. I won't be streaming tomorrow night. That's a sort of snuggling on the lounge with Mrs. Angry watching something night. Trying to keep a balance with my home life and streams. So I'll be watching some stuff with Mrs. Angry tomorrow night. But I'll be back on Thursday. And I honestly reckon I might do a fucking Sazerac with this New Orleans drink. Oof, because that stuff is good. And I have to work out a good drink to do with this. Maybe something really simple like a gimlet. But we'll see. We shall see. Oof. But that's a fucking good purchase. Thank you, Costco. Those purchases were actually really good. So, what's it, 9:45? So, yeah, I am not drinking it. It's really tempting. It's super fucking tempting. It's like, no, it's only Tuesday. Fuck, it's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. I need to. Damon, good question. The fuck is Megaleech? That's a good question. Or Damon, are you asking what a Horcrux is? Are you unaware of the existence of Harry Potter? Megaleech, I'll definitely have all of AIDS's stories on my videos. One of the projects we thought of doing was a video serial of Code Grey, essentially. But I need the time, Fucking capitalism, man. Capitalism is bullshit. Earthcrow. Dude, you get a webcam. You're welcome on this stream, my friend. I mean, you're still welcome when we do Angry Bunch just coming on mic. But yes, you get a webcam. You are definitely welcome on the stream. Because we've been internet buds for fucking ages. So, yeah. Okay, I've got to... I put this over Megaleech's package over on the cat thing. Fragile. Sorry. Fragile. Oh my god. So it says glass fragile. I want to get a blade and cut out the GL so it's ass fragile. Because I'm extremely childish. But it's ass fragile. Got to put this somewhere where I won't forget it tomorrow, so I remember to go to the post office and post it. Mainly she won't me to do it. I don't know if I've got a good cutting blade where I can just cut the GL out so it's ass fragile. Then I could just post it on my ass is fragile, so be fucking careful. Earthgrey, you're gonna wear your spider hat when you join. I'm looking forward to it. Oof. Change not to just the. It says just the tip. Because it used to say do not tip. So Megaleech is saying I should cut that out and put in just the tip. Oh my god, we could do the whole thing. Cut that out. So my ass is fragile, so just the tip. You absolutely should not encourage me to do things like that because I'll fucking do it, man. I'll fucking do it. Jesus. That's that's a high to end the chat on. Really, really dumb jokes. I'm such a fan of really dumb jokes. No, Damon, I won't. I don't have the appropriate tools to change it. But the idea of changing glass fragile, do not tip to my ass is fragile, so just the tip. just that exists conceptually in my mind, that's enough. Just the fact that the concept of it exists is enough. Toby, you saw VD 2 weeks ago. You went on a diatribe about how Minecraft and Pokemon Go are evil. Tell him I agree. If you see him, tell him I agree. Stella, you're home. Good job. Need to go to Woolies? Thanks for keeping company on the drive. Gone by the time I finish shopping? Night. Enjoy your little trip to Woolies. Yeah, I'm going in 10 minutes. I'm glad we were with you on the drive, actually. Raiders, it would give the Oz Post staff a bit of a giggle, I think. But I don't have the time or motivation to actually... I don't have the time. No, I do have the motivation, but I don't... and arguably I have the time. I just don't have the tools to do it. So it's like, nah, it's not going to happen. So I'll find some good markers. Cut that out and get, my ass is fragile, so just the tip. And it also said manual handling only, also goes with and I cut out delivery service, just cut out delivery and just say full service. These all exist in my... So the fact that they exist in my mind, if we go with multiverse theory, means there are alternate realities where I could actually be bothered to do that. And do you think Minecraft's not evil? Oh, Stella, I predictive text and whatnot. I try not to judge people because predictive text and autocorrect fucking sucks and does terrible things to you. So yeah, just hydrating a little before bedtime. I've got ice melting, so I can drink some water. A lovely cold water because it's frozen ice. Oof. So super good purchases from Costco. Where's my cocktail Bible? Someone's stolen it. The vagabonds have broken it. No one stole it. It was just 6 inches away from where I thought. Where's the in here? Mrs. Angry got me this book a couple of years ago when I first started getting into cocktails. It's really good. I should just sit down and read it at one point. So, okay, they're gin cocktails. The Alaska cocktail, gin, chartreuse, and orange bitters. That sounds pretty good. Leave it to me. Gin, lemon juice, raspberry, maraschino, and simple syrup. Annette, you're full of cider. Nice. I like that. Damon, my discipline's actually pretty good. Like, this is really good. I'm sorely tempted to make a Sazerac with that. At taste of this, I made an old fashioned. I'm fine. My self-discipline's actually pretty good. A Claridge cocktail, gin, vermouth, apricot, and Cointreau. Ooh, that could be good. A Sleepy Hollow is gin, lemon juice, apricot, simple syrup, and mint. An Ephemeral is gin, vermouth, elderflower, and bitters. A Holland Gin Daisy, Geneva, I don't really know. A Gabby de Liz, gin, orge, absinthe, and bitters. There's a few interesting ones in there. Could get one of them. Earthcrow, you're full of salmon and some Mediterranean seasoned rice. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had the Mrs. Angry does it. Okay. I did have a burger at lunch, but Mrs. Angry and I are doing these meal replacement things. And the form these things come in is either a bar, a shake, a dessert, or a soup. And what we found out is the soups are kind of gross. Like, if you just make up the soup and have it, it's kind of gross. But Mrs. Angry was looking at various websites of people doing it. She got this thing. You get the soup powder and you mix it with a bit of water to make it like a paste. And then you spread it really thin Toby, you're heading off. It's very nice for you to come in and say hello. Thank you, man. So you rather than making it fully soupy, you put just a little bit of water, so you make it a paste, and then you spread it really thin across some baking paper, and then you put it in the oven, and you bake it at a very low heat, and it dries out, and you get this big sort of dried out shit, and then you can cut it up, and so it's like crackers. And so rather than liquid soup, you can have a meal that's these crackers. I've got to post a photo of it one day. That's what I had for dinner tonight. It was just in a Tupperware container. I want to put it in a little bowl, these little soup crackers. I'm having a bowl of soup, because technically it's soup, but it's been dried out and turned into crackers. And it actually tastes way better than the soup as a soup. But it becomes a meal. You just sit here having this really tasty little crackers, and that's a meal. So that's what I had for dinner. I had those soup crackers for dinner. I have like cheat meals about every 2 or 3 days. So 2 or 3 times probably 3 times a week. Probably 3 times a week, I have a meal that's a little bit decadent, because otherwise I'm doing these meal replacements. And because I was in the city today, I went to a burger place called Mr. Beast and had the Ron Swanson burger, and it was really good. It was really good. It was really tasty. And for breakfast, I had one of the bars. It's actually a cereal bar. Got about 6 flavors of these bars. But so I'm mostly doing meal replacements. I'm doing 2 or 3 meals a day of these meal replacements. And if you do anything with veggies, that like doesn't count. So Mrs. Angry has got incredibly creative with doing really yummy bonus things out of veggies. And yeah, I cheat like it's about 3 times a week. I have a cheat meal, and one of them was today, which is good. And then my next one's probably going to be Thursday night, because that's weirdly for whatever, it's become a tradition. It's become our takeout night with my offspring in the house. We're going, you want to get some takeaway? Yeah, what are we going to get? It's decadent night. Let's get some takeaway. And sometimes it'll be pizza, and sometimes it'll be burger, and sometimes it'll be ramen, and sometimes it'll be Italian. Just, whatever we're in the mood for. So, but yeah, so as I mentioned on another stream, it's actually going quite well for me. I've lost all my COVID weight, because I put on about, it was like 8 to 10 kilos over COVID, which is pretty bad because I was already really overweight. But I've lost that now, so I'm back to my pre-COVID weight, which is still like, fat bastard territory. But that's pretty good for 4 to 6 weeks to have lost 8 to 10 kilos. And Megalish, you think you found my COVID weight? It's out there, man. So yeah, I'm probably going to be on one form of diet or another for about 6 months to get to where I want to be. And then I have to not let myself turn into a fat bastard again, because I've done this weight loss twice and put it back on both times. Because denial's a wonderful fucking thing. Denial is now I've got onto these meal replacements. I just find, oh my God, I just realized I've put on 5 kilos. Okay, I'm going on the meal replacements for a month, because I'll lose that in a month. Oh yeah, and also I'm going on a sleep study on Friday night. I'm checking into like a hospital. So I won't be doing a live stream on Friday night. Actually, I might. I don't know if I'm going to be in private room runner. I might do a very brief live stream on Friday night from my phone. I might, and then again, I might not. So, I might, if I'm not going to be disturbing anyone else, I might do a very brief live stream, like half an hour to maybe an hour, depending on, from the hospital, and I'll have fucking sensors all over my head and shit for this sleep study, which is just going to say I've got sleep apnea, and they're going to say you should get a fucking CPAP machine, and I'm like, cool, I should, to save Mrs. Angry from my horrible fucking snoring. So, But they're doing this thing so they, oh my God, stream the whole sleep study. Oh my God, I fucking could. Just leave my phone plugged in, pointed at me while I'm sleeping. Oh, how weird would that be? Oh my God. I fucking might do that. Tap into the hospital's Wi-Fi. Shit, I might do that. That would be weird as fuck. I seriously might do that. Shit, I might do that. I'll probably at least do a hello from the hospital. Damon, yeah, you've been putting on 10K in the first. I put on about 10 kilograms over 8 months, and I've lost it again. Now I've got to lose some real weight, but that's probably project over the next 6 months. Earthcrow, you got wired up at home. Yeah, I've sort of arranged this thing to go in the same hospital where I had my fucking what do you call it? Spit roast, colonoscopy, endoscopy at the same time, because I got what turned out to be a false positive on my bowel cancer screening test, and they put the probes in. They did find some non-cancerous polyps, which they cut out, which is good because those things can turn into cancer down the line. But it turns out the test was a false positive, and I had that done. So I'm going into the same place to have this sleep study done. So I'll try and come on. It's going to depend on where I am, if there are other people around, if I'm going to disturb them. But I'll try and come on and say hello, and I'll have all these fucking little sensors attached to my head and chest. You won't see the ones on my chest. But I'll try and come and say hello, but it would be funny if I can prop my phone up and just have it on me while I'm sleeping. That will be fucking weird. Because you can do that. You can do an 8-hour live stream on YouTube. Just as I go to sleep, I'll just leave the camera on. Fuck. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I might try because I just think it would be really fucking funny. I think it would be genuinely funny. Nobody. Hello. Thank you for coming in just in time to say good night. I'm going to say good night. So I am going to say good night now. Won't be on tomorrow. Will be on Thursday. So if I'm not going to use my mobile data, I'm going to use the hospital Wi-Fi. I won't be on tomorrow. All things being equal, I will be on Thursday. I won't be on. Well, okay. I won't be a normal stream on Friday, but we might get a fun one where people can just watch me sleeping. That would be so stupid. And so as soon as I've come up with an idea that's stupid, I want to do it. That would be YouTube only, I think. We'll see. So I'll try and do some sort of live stream on Friday. It might be very brief, but if I can organize it, I might just sit it on so people can watch my sleep study, which would be fucking weird. May or may not work. It'd be pretty funny though. And they'll be back to normal on Saturday because it's not a date night on Saturday night. So I'll miss Friday night party, so I can have a party on Saturday night. But I reckon on Thursday, look at this bottle's so fucking white. It's white as my head. Just like hide my whole face behind it. And this cognac is so clear, I can see right through here. Don't know if you can see my face, but I can see right through the bottle. Somewhat distorted. I'm going to make a Sazerac with that, I think, on Thursday night. And maybe also a gin drink with this. So, Claxon Cow, hello, goodbye. You like the new look? Distinguished? Yes, I am a distinguished man. Great talking to you, Damon. Great talking to everyone. Oh, nobody. Watching me sleep is definitely creepy. That's why I want to do it, man. That's why I want to do it. Because it's creepy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Friday night. Anything could happen. But you'll take care of yourself. I hope you are well, and hopefully see you again on Thursday or anytime you're able to join in. But I shall say bye bye for now. So good night, farewell.